Hi Virgo, welcome to your monthly tarot reading with me, Raphael Ray from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for joining me. So, without further ado, let's just go straight into it. I would like to bless both of these decks with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's see what your actions and your interactions in the world have in store for you in the month of March. So you have, look at this. This is lovely. I think you've had this once before actually. So you get the Ace of Cups as your actions and your interactions with in the world. And you know, when I see the Ace of Cups in this, it talks about wish fulfillment. The Ace of Cups is giving birth to something. It's about the realization of something or the finalization of something. It talks about love, you know, the root powers of love and true love. And that can be anything from an artistic pursuit or something that, you know, we treat as our baby, that we love, something that we're willing to give time and energy and effort to, something that we're willing to love and to nurture. And I have to say, when I see this, you know, in the actions and interactions, this is about how you interact with the world and the face that you are choosing to show the world this month. This is about you showing the side of love. This is about you showing your love to the world. This is about you showing your zest for life to the world and showing people, actually, you know what, this is the kind of person that I am and this is the kind of person that I want to be. This is how I want to be viewed in the world. And it's kind of like you're leading by example, and what you're, you know, the example that you're setting is that through love, through nurturing, through being open, through being honest, kind, through you know, unconditional respect and nourishment of the spirit, that's how you grow. That's how you achieve the best that you can. I mean, Virgo is represented by the Virgin. It represents the digestive system in the body, so it's already exact, it's precise. It's about showing the best of who you are and taking the best of that something has to offer and taking just that. And this is kind of, you know, when I see this in this position, I always say that this is about falling in love with life. It's about seeing everything and everyone in your life through the eyes of love, through the lens of love. And when you can do that, when you can truly look at everything and everyone around you and just see their positives, it's not that you're being naive. It's not that you're being naive at all. It means that you are able to transcend what may well try to hold you back or down. And that's why, you know, when they say what's the most powerful thing in the world is love. And if you can do that, if you can see everything and everyone in your life through the lens of love, effectively that gives you a chance to just drown out any of the negative. It gives you a chance to rise right above it and just say, you know what, I choose not to accept or acknowledge that. And in doing so, you declare in love, in the most gentle of ways, I am above and beyond that. And you cannot touch me with it. You cannot hold me down with negativity, with, you know, this sounds really gushy and out there and as a concept, but that's really it. You know, and I don't know if any of you have read it. There's a book called The Celestine Prophecy, but the best way that I can explain it is when your energy level becomes so high and so pure, the lower vibrations can't attach to you because there's nothing for them to hook onto. Take some time to really think about that and let it sink in and see what it kind of means to you and for you. So your money and your materials this month. Let's see what you've got. Oh wow, look at this. I mean, you get the Magician. This says to me that this month you are going to become a master communicator, but a master manifester. This is going to be the month where you generate. It's almost like you say to someone, I want this, and they can but give it to you. And the reason you're able to do this is because your personal vibration is rising to be so light and so pure that you just need to ask for what you want and it will be delivered to you on a silver platter. You know, it really is that kind of energy. When you see the Magician, miraculous things start to take place. Magical things start to take place. Unexplainable happenings start to take place. For those of you that are experiencing hardship, loss, lack this month, or have been up until this month, ask for what you want. And I mean, just ask for it. Don't kick, don't scream, don't wail, don't do any of that stuff. Just ask plainly for what you want. If you are having trouble paying off a loan, go to the bank and tell them you need more time. The time will be given to you. I'm not an accountant or a doctor or anything like that. I can't give you any of that advice. What I can tell you is the energy that surrounds you through the cards. And this, when you see the Magician, especially in your money and your materials, in the physical world at a grounded, practical level, if you ask for what it is that you, if you ask for what it is that you need, it will be delivered. It cannot do anything but. Your personal vibration is rising so high that when you speak your words and ask for what it is that you want to be delivered, especially after the eclipse, you know, check out your personal video for that to see how it's going to affect you and, you know, what it's going to bring you. You know, when you see the Magician in your money and your materials at a grounded, practical level, what you need, you just need to ask for. And when you ask for it, it will be delivered. It will be given to you. The Magician comes with, you know, it's great power, great responsibility. It's the question as well as the answer to, if I gave you a magic wand, what would you ask for tomorrow? Make your wish, state your intention, because this month you could very well see it manifest. Ask for what you need, communicate what you need, because the Magician is ruled by Mercury as well, which is all to do with communication, it's all to do with speaking, it's all to do with ideas and thoughts. Your ideas and thoughts this month, 3 and 4 a penny. Anything that you have as an idea that centers around love, relationships, or any of that stuff, write it down, because you are going to be getting gold. For those of you that want to write, for those of you that have, you know, a blog or whatever, this is about you turning a skill that you have or turning the advice that you're able to give other people into some form of gold. But it's also giving you the golden tongue. Ask and you shall receive. It's that kind of energy that I'm feeling. Powerful stuff. Okay, in your communications, which is, you know, your phone calls, text messages, emails, interactions at large, social media, all of that. Even letters as well. I love letters. I'm a bit of a geek like that. You get the Strength card. So you've got 2 major cards here. Strength card, especially in your communications, talks about you being well received. It talks, because it's ruled by the sign of Leo, and the sign of Leo is all to do with being on stage, it's all to do with being seen, it's all to do with being heard. You got the golden tongue, use it. If you have a platform, if you've got social media, if you know somebody that has social media and you have an idea, get it out there and get it out there quick this month. If it's a business idea, try and do it before the 8th of March. If you can't do it before the 8th of March, just expect it to move slower than you think, but expect it to yield very big results. If you can't, and I say that because we've got the Jupiter retrograde come in, if you can't do it before, you know, if you have to do it in that period, then do. If you can't do it before the 23rd of March, then it's going to be best for you to wait. And I say that because then we've got the Mercury retrograde, and as you know, that sends communications into a right tiswas. But your communications looks really, really strong. You have a stage. Somebody is able to offer you a stage. If you haven't got one yourself, somebody is able to offer you a stage to really be heard and very, very well received. Okay, and let's see your heart and your hearth. This is your relationships, your emotional attachments, your significant other and your family. Okay, so you've got the King of Wands. Who is the King of Wands? The King of Wands is a fire sign male, a Leo, a Sagittarius or an Aries. Because we've got the Strength card here, I'm going straight to Leo. This is going to be a Leo male that makes themselves known in your life, that is going to be a presence, that is going to support you, that is going to nourish and nurture any idea that you have. And as you know, as a partner, for those of you that are coupled, this talks very much about getting in, you know, about you and your partner coming to a place of looking out at the world in the same direction. This isn't about you looking that way and them looking that way. This is about you saying, right, this is what we agree, and now we're going to turn our focus and our gaze in exactly the same way. And when you do that, that's when you start to become kings and queens. You start to, when you work as a unit in a couple, you start to really, because you can do this. And when you can do this, you can start clearing everything else out of your path. You know, breaking down barriers, breaking down obstacles. For those of you that are single, a Leo of some sort, or somebody that is really a master communicator, somebody that, you know, when they walk into the room, they just command presence. This will be the type of person that you're in line to meet. For those of you, well, for everybody in terms of family or friendships, this talks very much about your ability to be kind, but also to be fair. And it talks about being able to tap back into what it is that makes and keeps you young. You know, because the King of Wands, for all of his, you know, he's spirited, dynamic, hardworking. He's got links to the Emperor, so he's really strong, you know, very, what he says goes, you know, he knows himself inside and out. But the other thing about the King of Wands that people don't mention very often is this person can be a bit of a big kid. And that means they know how to enjoy themselves. So on a familial or friendship level, this is about that. For those of you that are coupled, it's about you and your partner now looking out in the same direction, and that creates a power couple. Your key to the month, what you need to know, or the extra tidbit. You get the World card. Interesting, because Leo also got this. And when I see this, the World card is about self-mastery. It's about you becoming, it's about the closing down of one chapter and the beginning of a new one, because it represents Saturn, and Saturn will give you what you ask for, absolutely, but it will make sure that you work for it. It will make sure that you put in the effort. It won't just hand it to you on a platter. But once you've gone through that entire process and you come out the other side, you haven't just achieved what it is that you set out to achieve. You've become a master in that field. Number 22, because although this is number 21 as a major arcana, it's actually card number 22. Number 22 is all about the master builder, the master creator. That's a magician, if you ask me. This is a really powerful month for you guys, because it's like you bring the internal world out, and your internal world starts off very, very rich this month. Very rich indeed. Get your message out there, Virgo. Whatever it is that you've got to say, decide to say it and get it out there for all people to see. I wish you an abundance of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance itself. Thank you so much for all of your continued support. If you want to reach me, you can do so on the email addresses below. If you would like to donate to the channel, and for those of you that already have, we are eternally grateful. Thank you so much, and you can do so on the PayPal link below. That is, of course, your choice. Have a great month, and I will see you very soon.